Monsters, are they real? And do we live among them, or are they around us? No.
No.
If I'm being honest with you, personally, no. They don't exist. But apparently Watch Mojo has 10 famous real-life monsters caught on camera. So I thought I'd check it out, call out BS if there is any. Maybe some are real. But I'm pretty sure half these are just going to be dudes in costumes or people that have some sort of LSD poisoning. So let's get it on.
I had an encounter with a skunk ape, and it completely altered the course of my life.
Well,
you didn't take a shower for a couple months? That would alter your life as well. Something to think on, maybe.
welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 famous monsters caught on camera.
Justin says he's seen them before. He describes himself as a chupacabra hunter.
This is about my fourth.
We haven't even started on the freaking list, and that's just a coyote. That's just a scrawny coyote. We haven't even started yet, and I'm already skeptical of what I'm watching.
The one that I cited, this is the second one we've gotten on camera.
They searched the area, nobody to be found, not a soul.
Take a look at this viral video from La Junta in southeastern Colorado.
For this list, we'll be looking at the creepiest alleged photographic and video evidence of legendary creatures, including those not from Earth. We'll be including some that are generally thought to be hoaxes, but that have nonetheless become iconic. We will, however, be excluding ghosts. Which photo or video do you find the most convincing?
It is a whale.
Let us know in the comments.
I mean, could be. It is
Number
a whale.
10, Mothman.
People are associating me with this Mothman character. It's simply ludicrous.
The Mothman's window of fame was brief, but left a lasting impact.
Put him out, 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 put him out.
Wait, were those the two eyes? That was just an animal. I remember watching shows like this when I was younger. They'd have the all black and white cameras, and they would be looking for Bigfoot or some stupid crap like that. It's not real. Makes great entertainment, but it's still not real.
I just seen it.
Its reign of terror only lasted from November of 1966 to December of 1967, with the first headline reading, "Couples see man-sized bird creature something." Said to haunt Point Pleasant, West Virginia, it was described by eyewitnesses as, quote, "a large flying man with 10-foot wings and glowing red eyes." However, the Mothman may be back. In November of 2016, a resident snapped some pictures of what looked like an airborne man with wings and skinny legs. The man insists that the photos are genuine, and he reportedly wasn't even aware of the Mothman legend before seeing the creature flying in the sky.
Harris has met many Mothman believers over the years, like the Smiths.
You have eyewitnesses, so, you know, yeah, it does have potential, and I do sort of want to believe.
That's a gosh darn bird. That's a bird. Stop.
Number 9. Ningen. Stories about the Ningen are relatively recent, originating on the Japanese text board 2channel. Supposedly, it was first sighted by a Japanese whaling vessel off the coast of Antarctica. The crew watched as a pale, humanoid whale-like creature emerged from the water. Descriptions vary, with some eyewitnesses claiming it has arms and legs, while others say it has fins, tails, and tentacles. The Japanese paranormal magazine Moo picked up the story in 2007 and even displayed a Google Earth screenshot of what appeared to be a Ningen in the South Atlantic. Unfortunately, not much is known about the Ningen at this point, but you have to admit, that is one unsettling photo.
It's said that, honestly, we haven't discovered even 99% of the life under the ocean. So, you're telling me we're just going to go down there and we're just going to associate every single weird thing we see to a monster? That looked like a gosh darn rock with freaking white spores. Where were the arms? Where was the monster? This isn't footage, it's just skepticism of people who can't tell what freaking animals are.
Skunk ape. While tales of foul-smelling simians in Florida go a long way back, they peaked in the 1960s and 70s. According to eyewitnesses, it was a rusty red color and stank like a skunk. In 2000, Ochapee resident Dave Sheely filmed what he claims was a skunk ape, although others counter it was a man in a gorilla suit. Later that same year, a photo was anonymously sent to the Sarasota Sheriff's Department. Experts identified it as an orangutan, but that didn't satisfy everyone.
I had an encounter.
What do you mean it didn't satisfy everyone? That's an orangutan. It's an what else do you want us to do? Shoot it? You want us to just go up to some random orangutan, pop it in the face, and just as it stank like a skunk. I'm pretty sure every animal stank like a skunk. It's an animal. It lives in the wild. It freaking poops itself, and the crap gets stuck on its butt for. What do you expect it to smell like? Peaches and cream?
With a skunk ape, and it completely altered the course of my life.
In 2012, filmmaker Stacey Brown caught what he claims was thermal footage of a skunk ape during a close encounter at a night in Florida's Torrey State Park.
They saw that the creature had run through a barbed wire fence, that they were able to obtain hairs. They sent the hairs to their lab, and it came back unknown creature.
Number 7, Chupacabra.
That's it? You caught thermal footage? It's always thermal footage. It's never like clear footage. It's never freaking 4K footage. It's always thermal 144p footage. Why didn't you chase the skunk ape? I don't know. Why didn't you shoot the skunk ape? I don't know. Because it was your friend in a suit? Yeah. So yeah, that's your explanation, right? Yeah, it is. Skunk ape. I wonder who literally sat down and thought that to themselves. Skunk ape. What a legend.
You're a donut. You're so stupid. You're so stupid. You're stupid. Dumb.
First reported in Puerto Rico in 1995, the chupacabra is said to resemble a small bear with a row of spines on its back.
Justin says he's seen them before.
I didn't see spines on that thing. Did you see spines on the thing? I saw a small dog or a coyote. I didn't see a spiny creature. No.
He describes himself as a chupacabra hunter.
I call that a wasted opportunity and a waste of space. That's what I call that.
My fourth one that I cited. This is the second one we've gotten on camera.
It purportedly sucks the blood of livestock, with its name literally meaning goat sucker in Spanish. The legend is mainly centered around Puerto Rico, northern Mexico, and the southern United States, with a supposed sighting in Houston in 2019. But perhaps it roams further afield, because in 2016, a video was published online depicting a bipedal creature with a stooped back, as voices spoke in Portuguese. To be honest, it looks very much animated, but it is pretty creepy. Number 6.
Then why is it a valid video? Why? Why is it taken seriously? It looks animated. Then it probably is animated.
Dumb!
6. Trunco. Every now and then, a horrific mass of flesh and organs will wash up on shore. They're known, disgustingly enough, as globsters. In 1924, a globster appeared on the shore of Margate, South Africa, only this one was a little different. Eyewitnesses described the mass as having snow-white fur and a trunk, with one farmer describing it as a giant polar bear. The witnesses also state that the creature was battling 2 killer whales before it washed up on shore. It sat there for 10 days and was never studied by an expert. Photos have since emerged.
It was said to be fighting 2 killer whales. You want me to tell you, for those who don't know, what killer whales eat? Seals. Small sharks. Whales!
The globster, showing humans standing next to a giant white mass. Number 5. Yeti.
Welcome to the Himalayas!
I love that movie so much.
In 1951, an expedition led by English mountaineer Eric Shipton identified the route later used for the first successful ascent of Mount Everest. The expedition also made a more startling find. With Dr. Michael Ward, Shipton discovered and photographed alleged Yeti footprints, igniting debate that's continued ever since. Each print measured 13 inches long and was twice as broad as a human foot.
Why can't they call me the adorable snowman or the agreeable snowman, for crying out loud? I'm a nice guy. Snow cone?
They also found claw marks etched in the glacier. These weren't the first such photos either. In 1937, English mountaineer Frank Smith had also taken a photo of footprints in the snow. However, experts agreed that they probably belonged to a bear. The Yeti might still be around. In 2019, the Indian Army claimed to have found Yeti footprints in the Himalayas. Number 4. Hook.
You know what that sounds like to me? It sounds like a bunch of mountain climbers who knew they weren't going to survive this mountain and couldn't make any press off of reaching the top, decided to make a fake story so they can get some fame for when they return, and then get some recognition for the guys who climbed the mountain, found a mysterious creature footprint, and then get famous off of that. That's what that sounds like to me. It sounds like the ultimate scapegoat for not being able to do the one thing you were told to do, which was climb a darn mountain.
Hook Island sea monster. Located off of Queensland, Australia, Hook Island is an uninhabited and rugged island that serves as a popular tourist destination owing to its colorful coral. In 1964, the island became known around the world owing to a series of photos that seemed to depict a tadpole-like sea monster.
I'm just going to end that one right now. That's literally just a clump of fish. I forgot what they're called, like sardines or something like that. I don't know. It's a clump of fish. It's ending that one right there.
The Solway Firth Spaceman. People have been trying to prove the existence of aliens for decades. Many photos and videos turn out to be hoaxes, like the infamous alien autopsy video that made waves in 1995, only to be revealed as fake a decade later. Debate persists, however, around the Solway Firth Spaceman, photographed in 1964. While relaxing on Burr Marsh in Cumbria, England, firefighter Jim Templeton took a series of photos of his 5-year-old daughter. One of them depicts a mysterious astronaut-like figure standing or floating in the background. Some people argue
as if that couldn't be faked. For real. As if that couldn't be faked. It would have been impossible for him to send his wife in a freaking hippie costume spacesuit and stand behind the daughter. It could have been a photobomb. Like, idiot old man. Your old age has diluted your mind.
That the figure is Templeton's wife and that her pale blue dress appears white due to overexposure. Others are not convinced.
Stupid. You stupid.
He's hoping that even after all this time, the mystery can still be solved.
That's the question. Who is he? Where's he from? Those are the two questions we want answered.
Number 2. Bigfoot. There are plenty of supposed photos and videos of Bigfoot out there. Some are easy to believe, like the photo of a juvenile Bigfoot captured by a Pennsylvania man in 2007.
Monkey. That's a monkey.
Others,
Is that a monkey?
all supposedly found on Mars, really strain credulity. One of the most debated of all is undoubtedly the Patterson-Gimlin film, named after its creators, Roger Patterson and Robert Gimlin. Captured in 1967, the film depicts a hairy, bipedal creature walking through Northern California's Six Rivers National Forest. It's easily the most famous video evidence of a cryptozoological creature, and the film has been studied, analyzed, and parodied for decades.
That dude's walking like he has to take a poop. Some exclusive I mean, hasn't that been proven like false multiple times on multiple accounts? It's a dude in a suit who has to take a crap in the woods. It couldn't even been, bro. I would dare to say that's a dude in a ghillie suit, because like I've been hunting before. Ghillie suits are very important, and they're very useful. You put on a bunch of stuff that looks like leaves, bushes, tree branches, a bear skin, a dead animal skin. It's a dude in a suit. This has been proven like multiple times. I don't know why they even concluded this one. Well, of course it is Bigfoot.
That you just might want to follow up on. There seems to be a strange man dressed as an elf wandering through Central Park.
Its authenticity remains in question, but for many, this is the holy grail of Bigfoot evidence.
Sorry, Julian, we thought you were saying squamps.
Number 1. Loch Ness Monster. Photos of numerous underwater creatures have made headlines, from the aforementioned Hook Island sea monster to Raystown Ray in Pennsylvania. But none are as popular as Nessie. Said to inhabit Loch Ness in Scotland, this monster has been inspiring reports since as far back as the 6th century, although they really only picked up steam in the 1930s. The monster shot to worldwide fame in 1934 thanks to the infamous surgeon's photograph, supposedly taken by Robert Kenneth Wilson. Sadly, most now agree that it was a hoax. However, there are dozens of other photos and videos that have made waves, including the well-known Dinsdale film taken in 1960.
As much as I wanted, freaking Nessie to be real, I mean, come on. If anything, it was a tree branch. Maybe it was staged. All I freaking know is that if Nessie was alive, he'd be dead right now. Think about it. If freaking Bigfoot was alive, he'd be dead by now. I mean, they've been legends for so long. These two would be dead. They'd be gone. Dust, skulls in the ground. We'd be finding the remains next to some coyote droppings, bro. No, you're not gonna find Bigfoot. No chupacabra. None of these bedtime stories you told your kids to make them sleep. No, they're not real. Monsters aren't real. Aliens aren't real. Nothing that we've come up with in our mind is real. That's just how the human brain works. We get so freaking bored of living the same daily routine that we decide to make things up to make our lives a little more spicier. What's better to live in? Going to work, getting married, having children, and dying, or going to work looking for Bigfoot, having children, looking for Bigfoot, then dying? Actually, whoever's looking for Bigfoot don't got children. I don't think they would get married. Or, I don't think anyone would marry them. But you know what I mean. Like, monsters aren't real. That's all I got to say. And I'll see you in the next video.